have about 70 volunteers from about 10 to 14 different churches. Our focus is really to love people the way we think Jesus would love on people. These are the kind of places that we think Jesus would show up if he were here today. That's what Bridgetown does. It provides an opportunity, obviously, for the body of Christ to come be the church rather than just go to church on a Sunday. And then they find out they're not afraid of these people, and these people are people that they normally lock their doors on. Now they're engaging in conversation with.
In addition to providing food, clothing, and toiletries, these volunteers offer something more valuable: respect and tenderness. It's one thing to stand in church mumbling the words to an old hymn, and it's another entirely to get down on your knees and wash the feet of a homeless person.
I learned last week, and I did a couple, and it's just, people just love it. I myself was homeless for the last 4 years, and more than food and everything, people crave hugs and touch. And the hardest part for me washing feet is that we have to use gloves, and especially people already when we're on the street, you feel like you're dirty and nobody wants to touch you.
It really feels good to have your feet washed, massaged, and clean socks.
Our old friend Tom Kratmaker took a break from writing his new book, Onward Christian Athlete, to visit Night Strike.
One thing that was most inspiring to me was that they were not judging the moral worthiness of the homeless people they were helping. Going into it, they knew some of them were going to be drunk, some were high. Were they lazy? Is that why they were homeless? From that perspective of radical compassion, those questions are completely irrelevant.
We encourage the people here to not just come and serve them, but to get a bowl of food and actually sit down and eat with them, actually get to know their name. We want people to know Jesus, obviously, but we're really more, to be honest with you, really more interested that we get to know someone's name first, and then let the conversation go where the conversation would go.
Jesus hung out with the tax collectors, he's hung out with the zealots, he hung out with the prostitutes. That's what he did.
You know, regardless of where they're at in their life and what they've come up against, you can get down there and on your knees and wash their feet. And I think that's probably what Jesus would do if he was here as well.
If we followers of Jesus believe what we say we believe, this is a place where we get to prove it.
There's a lot of people that can just come and, you know, go to church on Sunday, pay their $3, get their fill, but, you know, this is where the rubber hits the road.
When you are a Christian, if you're doing it because you just want the blessing, you're not going to get blessed.
You have the people that are like, you have to check the box because you do this, and this, you're going to go to hell for all these reasons. Not just sit and talk to a person and ask them how their day was. And so a lot of people are thrown by that, but it messes them up in definitely a good way. Definitely.
Why do you think these people choose to come down to help out? If you were to guess, if you were to imagine.
I think it's because they're Christian and they got Christ in them, you know? And that's what moves them to do what they do.
Our friend Denise offered to wash my feet, and only then did I realize how difficult this is for both the giver and the receiver. It's a risk to be open to someone else, to be vulnerable, to accept a gift that you feel you don't deserve.
If you know, like the Last Supper, the last thing Jesus did was wash all of his disciples' feet.
How's that for symbolism?
I think it's hard not to be inspired by witnessing something like that. And I think that if you want to talk about what is the best face of religion, the face of religion that is not divisive, but that brings people together and lifts us up, that's it.
If this kind of outpouring of love can occur in the least religious state in America, then I have hope. So I guess it isn't the gospel of love that's dividing America. It's us, all of us, the Lord's followers and the rest of y'all. And we're going to have to decide how to treat each other even when we don't agree on the big issues. Because pastors are going to pray at inaugurations. Presidents will deliver commencement addresses. Beauty queens will share opinions. States will pass amendments. And comedians might even get elected to the Senate. But it's not a hopeless merry-go-round. After walking across America in this stupid suit, I'm actually encouraged. There are a lot of people in this country who know what they believe, why they believe it, and are willing to give of themselves for others.